Good afternoon. Welcome to another Riding with Dirtlad. I have to say it's been a good week this last week. Got a few longer rides in. Went out with a Mrs. Dirtlad. Escorted a new driver. Coming back from a co-worker's place. Just went out there for a visit. He lives in the country with his family. Yeah, so it's been good. I want to speak about a couple of things that, for people who have been following the channel, are probably getting annoyed by. They keep doing things like saying, "Oh, I'm going to splice in some clips," or, "Oh, I'm going to record a segment later and we will enjoy it." Sorry. Looking for a gear change. I have to say, one of the things that I haven't been particularly good at, apparently, is doing things like charging the battery on my camera, or making sure that the SD card on my camera has room for additional videos. Kind of frustrating in a way. It's like, oh, okay, I'm about to record, and then it'll come up and say SD card full, or it'll come up and say recording stopped, which is the universal symbol for dead battery. So for that, I do apologize. A couple of other things. I've had this Roadstar, not a V-Star, Roadstar for just about 2 weeks. Let me click a button. I've put 1,700 kilometers on it in 2 weeks. Weather's been nicer, got some more driving. It's a nice bike on the highway. Like, I am truly, truly enjoying it. So for those of you who are contemplating getting into riding, changing the bike you're on, my suggestion is find one that fits. There was nothing wrong at all with my Boulevard. But I am really enjoying this Roadstar. So, what other stream of consciousness things should we talk about? I just had a thought. I go on the forums, read things, trying to learn from the experiences of other riders, more experienced riders. Look at the questions that people are asking, and really think about what they're saying. Excuse me. One of the questions that came up was about when you're solo riding and you come up behind other bikes. What's the protocol? What should you do? And some people are all about, I'm going to get behind them and join in a group ride, or, oh no, I'm not part of their group, so I must stay far, far away from them. And here are my thoughts. And then here's my example. Don't join somebody else's group. They don't know who you are. Certainly if you're at a gas station, a bunch of guys biking, a bunch of people biking, and you're all heading in the same direction, same event, and you say, hey, can I join you? I'm probably going to say there's 95% chance that they're going to say, yeah, love to have you along. And the reasons that they don't want to have you along could be like, well, you know, we're not going straight there. We're going to pick up a buddy. We're stopping at a friend's house. You know, it'd be kind of awkward to have a stranger come over to the house. That type of stuff. So, it's probably not unreasonable if you don't join their group. A lot of the feedback on the forums have been like, well, we don't know how they ride. Well, that's true. You know, there's a whole hand in glove, staggering thing, you know, sort of group acceptable behavior. And that's fine. But the other thing I'd like to point out to you is that if you're a solo rider, or there's two of you, and you're coming up behind another solo rider or a couple of riders, staggered formation is the way to go. Give them lots of space. If there's somebody in front of you and you pull up to a red light, don't pull up beside them. Maintain that little distance behind them so that they can know that they are in front and know that you are not part of their experience, but also know that just like another vehicle on the highway, you are there for them. So here's my story. Coming back from my co-worker's home out in the country, I turn onto one of the main roads leaving his home, lightly traveled but still traveled, and a rider comes by, you know, do the head nod thing, and then I pull in behind them because we're heading in the same direction. She's in front and to the left, I'm behind and to the rear, heading in the same direction. And I have no desire to race or to pass. We're heading in the same direction, we're doing the speed limit, so that's where I stood. And came up to a light, gave her her space at the front. We pulled away, she was in front, I was in the back. Exactly where I wanted to be, because I have no desire to be out in front. So one point, it went from one lane to two. She pulled into the right lane, I stayed in the left lane. Came out to a light. So it was, I pulled up beside her. I was in the left lane, she was in the right. Looked over, beautiful Honda Shadow that she was riding. Riding very well, not that that's the point, but... And she just looked over at me, and whether it was this beautiful afternoon or whatever, just this massive, massive grin on her face. And really, isn't that the point of riding a bike? That big smile that you get and others get. I didn't do anything to negatively impact her experience. Didn't put any pressure. She's probably a better driver than me. I don't know. But just when we did have that in our own space, 2 seconds of interaction, she was enjoying the day just like I was enjoying the day. So, anyway, just a brief video. Stream of consciousness. One of these days I'm going to be like one of these more prepared moto vloggers and have a script and background music and transitions and stills and fly-ins and all that stuff. But right this moment, you just get riding with Dirtlad. Gotta come up with an ending tagline. I think I'm starting to sound like the Ellen Show. But Anyway, be kind to one another. Oh, quick addition. Today is something interesting going on in our city. A lot of lemonade stands up supporting the local Stollery Children's Hospital. I know by the time this is up, it'll all be done. But one of the things in life, everybody, is when given the opportunity to buy lemonade at a lemonade stand, always buy lemonade. And always pay more than the lemonade is worth. Because if you're supporting a charity, it's worth it. Or if it's just 3 kids on the side of the road killing a little time, that type of spirit needs to be rewarded. Anyway, be good to one another, be kind, be respectful, own your shit. Anyway, talk to you later.